Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me today. This is Marilyn Gale. Today, I'm going to do another recap of Seeking Sister Wives, and I'm going to concentrate on the Snowdens for this podcast. I will be bringing separate ones for the other families, which is the Aldriches and the McGees. I think some interesting things have been happening in all three families regarding seeking a sister wife, but I want to keep this, this podcast would be entirely too long to do that. So today is going to be concentrated on the Snowdens. Okay, now the Snowdens have been in LA for about 2 weeks. And as we know that they just moved to Los Angeles from Atlanta, Georgia. Ashley and Dimitri have discovered that Vanessa's on the messy side. Now, I don't mean messy as attitude or behavior. I mean as far as cleanliness. It seems that Vanessa is comfortable with just throwing things in her closet. At this point, she's sorting clothes. I think she's still kind of getting her room together. And she has the babies on the bed and she's just, talking to herself and the babies, I'm just going to put this in the closet. Now, Vanessa, twin sister, and her other sister, Amy, will be visiting Vanessa. Before they arrive, Vanessa's is sharing with Dimitri and Ashley. She's kind of nervous and she's kind of talking about other things and saying she's been cleaning. She's nervous. She's been cleaning, although her sisters don't care that she's kind of messy, which kind of proves Ashley and Dimitri's point that she's on the messy side. Now, Dimitri says, now he's nervous, after she's talking and how nervous she seems to be, he's nervous now because he knows that polygamy have a bad impact on some people, at least it appears to be, and that people can be very judgmental. Now, Vanessa is still on the alkaline diet, and she says not so bad, but says right now she can use a glass of wine to calm her nerves. Okay, so the sisters of Vanessa arrive. In her confessional, Adrian says when Vanessa told her that she has plans to become a polygamist, she cried because she knows her sister. She knows what kind of woman she is. I mean, she shared a womb with her, and she doesn't think that this is a fit for her. So Amy is, of course, Adrian is Vanessa's twin, and then Amy is the half sister. They have the same mother. Amy is from Utah. Adrian is, from Australia. Well, they're living in those two countries now. And that, they have, they have come to visit to see whether Vanessa's okay. Now in the series, they refer to them, I think Adrian, one of them referred to them as half-sisters, which they have the same mother. I said, I don't know, most of the people I know that don't have the same, parents, they don't consider half. You're my sister because half of split a hole in middle and is half. And to me, that spells a type of division. So most people I know don't even look at it as half. That's my sister or that's my brother. So, that I just wanted to point that out. Now, when the sisters arrive, when Vanessa opens the door, the oldest daughter of the Snowdens, she instantly tugs at Adrian, and you could tell Adrian is a little uncomfortable about, her just jumping up in the arms. And I'm thinking, well, maybe she's just so friendly because she sees this other person that looks like Vanessa, and now she looks like, she's used to Vanessa now, and she just feels that instant connection. So I don't know whether that's the, how the daughter, and I don't know. I think maybe I'm not sure how old she is, but I don't know, maybe 4 to 6 or 5 or 6. I'm not sure, but I'm not really sure whether the little girl, if her children is just naturally friendly like that to everybody, because she sure, her children, Ashley and Dimitri's children sure took a liking to Vanessa very quick. So it could be too that, a lot of kids can have that connection, like feel that comfort level. And when a kid don't like you, something's up, unless they've heard the mother and father talking and have gained that opinion about you already. Now they do a little small talk in the kitchen, and then the silence. Awkward, very awkward. Even the middle child kind of looks up and he looks around, giving the impression on his face like, okay, what's happening up in here? He's, his eyes are kind of big, like looking up, and maybe he's trying to distinguish twin from twin. I don't know. Now, Amy is kind of intrigued by the situation and think it's amazing. I can see Amy, trying to be somebody's sister wife or having a brother husband. I don't know. But she don't seem to be, if I could say the word, judgmental about the situation as Adrian. She's just amazed. Now, while they're talking, getting back to the kids, while they're talking, the middle boy, he's climbing all over Adrian. You can tell she's uncomfortable. Like, what do I do with this kid? Like I said, it could be the amazement of the twins looking so much alike. I don't know. That's my guess. Now, Ashley says in her confessional that her first impression is that Vanessa's sister Adrian she said she ain't just feeling it. And she says it a couple of times. She ain't feeling it. She ain't feeling it. Now, Dimitri says it's awkward and it's cold. And I kind of agree with him. It seemed very awkward, and in the coldness, you could feel the coldness from Adrian. I agree with Ashley. She ain't feeling it, and it's obvious. So Vanessa suggests that her, Amy, and Adrian go to lunch because Adrian wants to get her out of the house or away from earshot from Ashley and Dimitri so she can talk to her and get at the truth. Adrian says that she says that she feels Vanessa is not going to get what she wants and what she deserves from the relationship, and that she would just be an afterthought, always in second place. Even Vanessa feels that Adrian feels a little closed off. So it's very obvious. She's hoping that would change though. Now at lunch, Adrian says that she's going to keep telling her that she's made the wrong decision. No, now at lunch, Vanessa looks at the menu and she explains that it's not much she can have, and tries to explain the alkaline diet so they won't pass back and forth yeast infections. The sisters, not so much Amy, but Adrian looks at her like she lost her mind. Adrian says the diet is a red flag for her, and it seems bizarre to her. That Adrian also feels, according to what she says in her confessional, it seems to her that she's concerned about Vanessa having choices. I gather that, I'm just guessing that Adrian is feeling that this is cultish. Now, Vanessa is trying to explain to both of them that the Snowdens are nice people, they're good people, and that she would feel better about it if Adrian would stop bitching over what she's eating. Vanessa says she feels she has to defend herself on every little single thing. Adrian asks Vanessa, is she happy? Vanessa says, finally, thank you for finally asking. And Amy, she want to get down to the nitty gritty. She asks, y'all sleeping together? You sleeping with both of them? Cause Amy's really interested, and she seemed like, like I said, we gonna get down to the good. We getting down to the nitty gritty. Vanessa explained that she has her own rooms, and she kind of seems offended by the question. She kind of, the way she looked and the way she reacted, it's like Amy's asking, are you and Ashley getting down? And then are you and Dimitri getting down? Are all three of you having your menage a trois? Are you having that? I think I pronounced that right. Now, Vanessa, she does explain, like I said, she has her own room. Now, Adrian wants to know, is everything on a schedule? Is it your turn? Is tomorrow your turn? Is it my date? She wants to know the intimacy part of it. I'm sure that's a big part of it. I'm not certain, but I don't really think that she's talking more so going out to eat the dinner or go out to a movie. She want to know, do they get down? Do they make a schedule? Who's going to get down tonight and tomorrow we're going to get down? I think that's where she's coming from. And then Vanessa explains to both of them that her and Dimitri haven't even become intimate yet, that they have not gone to that point yet. So Adrian asks the ultimate question. Besides everything else, she asks the question to Vanessa, what are you getting out of it? Are you going to be the nanny or the housekeeper? Ooh, ouch. That hurt. And Vanessa explains Dimitri, and they talk about, you like to be the center of things. This is what Adrian is telling Vanessa. I know you like to be the center of things. And so Vanessa explains to both of them that Dimitri's universe is big, where her and Ashley and the children is room enough that they're all the center of his universe. Now, Adrian explains in her confessional that poses a red flag whenever anything, let me turn that around. When anything raises a red flag, she's going to point it out to her. And I believe that it looks like Adrian she's not playing. She's not playing. She's going to cut to the chase. She's going to ask every question. At this point, there will be no filters with Adrian. And I think that's the way, she's concerned about her sister. And I think this is where it all comes from. She's genuinely concerned about her sister because this is new. This is new to Adrian. And she know it is new to Vanessa. I'm imagining they have not had a conversation like this before. Vanessa says she was going to be a polygamist. So she tells Vanessa that she has concerns. Now at the end, Vanessa says she doesn't want to choose between her sisters and her family. And that's what she's indicating. And at this point, at this stage, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think she's going to choose Dimitri and Ashley at this point. Whether things changes down the line and, you get to know people. When you're living with people, you get to know who they are. So maybe down the line. But at this point, she would choose the family because the way I see it. Okay, let's get real. Ashley is running this show. Now, maybe because she's looking back and she's been the sister, she's been the wife, or, actually they're not really married. And that's another story. But, common law. So she's known Dimitri for a while, 9 years, 10 years, maybe longer than that. And so she can see his side and she knows what he wants. And she's going to steer it to, he works and he makes the money. And it's clear that she has other things, Vanessa, but she doesn't have to work. Ashley doesn't have to work. Actually, Vanessa doesn't have to work. He's made it plain. You can do whatever you want to do. You can do a nonprofit organization. You can do whatever you want. He's making it clear. I don't know what kind of job he had, but he's making some good money. You saw their house in Georgia if you watched the series. But if you haven't watched, let me tell you, it's a nice house in Atlanta, Georgia. And I think because of the high prices in California, it doesn't look like if that was a house in Georgia, I think that their house would have outpassed that. But since they're in Los Angeles, they probably paying more in Los Angeles than Georgia for a seemingly smaller house because they have a swimming pool, 4 bedrooms, and I'm not sure what else they have. But Ashley is running this show. So I think Vanessa looks up to Ashley. I think she looks up at her like an older sister. I think she really cares for, she really wants to be a good friend. Whether that changes or not, we shall see. But anyway, that was the end. And the preview came where Adrian is talking to Dimitri and telling him how she feels. So next Sunday is going to be very, very interesting. So we're going to see what happens with that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really like the series. It's not a lifestyle that I would condone. It's a lifestyle that I don't agree with, but I'm watching as someone from the outside looking in, because you have questions like, what kind of people do that? I mean, because they were not born in a polygamous family, like some of the people on these series, their parents, their grandparents, they grew up, and so polygamy is all that they know. So this is not the case with Ashley or Dimitri. I think Ashley mentioned that she has studied this lifestyle and, she has looked into it. So it's not like, she's jumping into this cold turkey, and they have tried to get a sister wife for a long time. Previously when the series came on earlier last year, they had, I forget her name, but they had a potential sister wife. I thought she was too young. She didn't know what she wanted. Well, Dimitri ended up sleeping with her on the first date. They televised where they went out to dinner and what have you, and seemingly she went into a cab or Uber or whatever, and then they put little, they put wording on the screen that later on they met back up, and he was very honest with Vanessa. And Vanessa says she was only upset. She didn't consider it cheating. She was upset because it was out of order. It didn't happen in the order that it should, because there's supposed to be a commitment before sex come in. And with Vanessa coming into moving in with them, there's the commitment. So the next step was that alkaline diet before Vanessa and Dimitri could get busy. So like I said, that's what I have for now, and I'll be bringing later on one of the two families, the two families. I think I'll go the McGee's next. I'm not sure, maybe the Alters, because some pretty interesting things have happened. That will be shorter than this, because this is just, I don't know, to me, I just find it interesting. So anyway, guys, have a good evening. Thank you for joining in. Subscribe and hit the notification bell, or if you're hearing from another avenue, if you're listening to another broadcast and podcast and not YouTube, click where it says follow. And I thank you very much, and have a good evening. Good night.